Welcome. No need to hide. I know you've been there the whole time. I knew exactly when you entered my home. Oh, don't feel shy. I was expecting you to. In fact, I was counting on it. Sorry about the mess. This one bled a lot. You've just caught me in the middle of something. Dicing and mincing this slab of meat. Oh, I do love the smell of blood. I always have. That's why I became a butcher. Oh, please come in. As I said, there's no need to be shy. You know, it takes a particular type of mentality to stalk someone. Oh no, I don't judge. Don't worry. In fact, I like that about you. Even though you're not very good at it. It means you're different to the others. Who wouldn't want to know more about someone? And also, it means you and I are more alike than you realized. Yes, that's right. You weren't the only one doing the stalking. You weren't expecting that, were you? I can remember the day we first met. You came to my shop to get meat. A few weeks later, you started coming back more and more. Then, precisely 13 days ago, you started following me in public. You see, I beat you to it. In fact, I've been observing your daily activities since we first met. Yes, that's right. There was something very different about you. I could sense it. I saw it in your eyes. But I don't consider myself a creep. No. Although I was infatuated by you, I had to learn more about you to make sure I was falling for the right person. And more so, to make sure you returned my feelings. So you can imagine the joy I felt when not only did you seem to feel the same way, but went by unorthodox methods to learn more about me. You and I, what a team we would make. Oh, but unfortunately my feelings towards you were shared by outsiders. You see, I have observed many interactions between yourself and strangers, wanting you for their own desires. But that is not all. I was disappointed by your recklessness, frequently traveling home alone, late at night. Why did you think it was safe to do so? Because nothing has ever happened. Yet. My dear, come here. Let me show you something I'm working on. This lump of meat. Look at it. That's it. Do you recognize it? Then let me rephrase that. Do you recognize him? bless you. You think I'm joking. This man thing was but one of many who followed you home at night. You can thank me for dealing with them later. Oh, come on. Look, I have decapitated the limbs and skinned him. But, look, this is what was left of a head before I bludgeoned it. See this tooth? Yes, I will need to grind it. I can't leave any dental records. But you must recognize a human tooth when you see one. Oh, no, you look faint. Please, let me grab you a chair to sit down on. Oh, please don't run away. Not yet. Very well. Hey Google, lock the doors. Relax. I can assure you, I will not harm you. I just need you to trust me. Well, you can sit down and watch me work. I am almost done. You may even find this fascinating, if you allow yourself to. Oh, hang on, this is a tough one. Right then, it's grinding time. I am fortunate to be a butcher, which allows me access to a commercial meat mincer. Human bones are tough, as you just saw, and I need something strong and reliable to break them down. Oh, don't be so shocked. Let me tell you a heartwarming story of mine. I have done this a few times, I admit. Removed a few people from your life. The bad ones. I needed to keep you safe. As you may know, the cases of homelessness is on the rise. Such a shame. All those people needing food. And look at me. All this meat. All this evidence. Such a shame to let it go to waste. Wouldn't you agree? So, with the help of my trusty mincer, I turn these people into burgers, cook them, season them to perfection. Then I go around at night offering them to the homeless. You should see the look of happiness on their faces. Oh, it makes me feel so proud of myself. I should get a Nobel Prize, shouldn't I? No more hunger, no more creeps, no more evidence. I mean, come to think of it, my genius, it's almost frightening. And what's more, should cooking the meat fail to denature the human proteins, did you know DNA becomes unrecoverable just a few hours after exposure to gastric acid? That means that even if anyone suspected what I was doing, once swallowed, it cannot be proven. Oh, it's not disgusting at all, I can assure you. Cannibalism is frowned upon, of course, but that is just something that society has brought up. Human meat is very nutritious. In fact, it is quite sweet compared to animal products. Want a taste? No. Very well. but no one has ever complained. In fact, quite the opposite. I am often told how great my burgers taste. Okay, I can see this is disturbing you. This must be a lot. I am quite used to it, being exposed to all this meat, having been a butcher for years. I suppose it was rather inconsiderate to show you all this. I apologize. I'll return to this later. I know. Let's use this opportunity to learn more about each other. But honestly, there isn't much I don't know about you. You see, one of my hobbies is technology. I have installed many cameras in my own house. Hence, I was alerted immediately as soon as you entered the premises. And, I may have hacked into your personal computer and phone. Sorry. Oh, don't worry. It was to keep you safe, really. You know, being on the internet exposes you to weirdos. I have been monitoring your texts and messages. Oh, and that Brian guy. He was a creep, wasn't he? I mean, that guy wouldn't leave you alone. You clearly were not interested. Yes, I said, wasn't he? Past tense. Yes, did you notice how he suddenly left you alone? Well, at least he filled the bellies of some very lucky homeless people. Oh, come on, that's not even a little bit funny. Why so serious? Why so serious? Oh, come on, that was a Joker impression. I'm not scaring you, am I? I'm just a guy with a knife, covered in someone else's blood. No, silly, I'm not going to hurt you. Can't you see? Everything I do is for you, to protect you, to keep you safe. That doesn't mean I will let you go. Not yet. Not until you trust me. Not until you love me. You will remain in my basement until you do. Oh, don't worry, it's a very nice basement. Stop crying. I said stop crying! Everyone needs someone in their life to protect them. And me, well, one day you will do the same for me. Won't you? Don't you worry, I will look after you. I will cherish you and keep you well fed. No, not with the flesh of other people. Though with that being said, my neighbour's have a fucking child who annoys the hell out of me. He'll make a good breakfast, wouldn't he? I am just kidding. Well, off you pop, then to the basement. I've got some mincing to do. And you have got some thinking to do. Yes, in your time down there, I want you to reflect on how unreasonable you are being with me. I want you to understand that I have crossed lines for you, and there is nothing I wouldn't do to keep you safe. Now, here you are. This is where you will be staying for a while. Make yourself comfortable. I do warn you that every corner of this room is monitored with cameras and microphones. And don't worry, I have already seen you naked many times. So you don't need to worry about privacy. I will be off now. I've got a lot of chopping to do, and feeding to do, nonetheless. I will return in a day, once you have calmed down and given things a think.